Tune in, turn up, it's time to go. Deep talks and a crazy show. It's Toon Along, yeah, you know the name. Big ideas, fun and games. Hit that play, don't miss a beat. This is the podcast where we all meet.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the world of the internet. Out there, anywhere you are today. If it's daytime, if it's nighttime, doesn't matter. We're watching a fantastic episode. Today we're going to be watching Rick and Morty. Rick and Mordecai. Season 2, Episode 5, Get Schwifty. Just the name alone, right? Get Schwifty. Probably one of the best episodes of Rick and Morty. I mean, Season 1 and Season 2. Let's get into it. Listen, let's just start the episode. We're going to talk about it. Get into it. And go with the flow. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, play. Now, there's a giant head coming at us. Heading towards Earth. There's a giant ass crack in the back of the head. Okay, so Rick and Morty. Let me turn this down just a tad. So this show, Rick and Morty, came out, what was it? I want to say I'm just going to say some numbers here. 2015, something like that? 2014, 2015? And when it comes out, I just remember watching the first few episodes having the same feeling as when I saw SpongeBob for the first time. When I saw SpongeBob for the first time, I said this show's going to be a hit. And I remember just thinking, just because of the characters, the way it's designed, and then I saw this show, first season, and same thing. But just the fact that it took so long to make, right, between seasons, that was kind of annoying. But nonetheless, it kept you wanting to wait for it and wanting it more. So, but this show is a genius show. I think it's going to go down to probably, if it keeps going and they get, I think the fans need to keep it boosting. I don't want it to be one of those shows where the cartoon creator gets his money after 3 seasons, 4 seasons. How many seasons are we at on this show right now? Let's take a look. It's been a while. Listen, this is like my Game of Thrones for me. I watched 4 seasons of Game of Thrones and then I stopped. Watched some other stuff. And same with Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty I think I watched the last season. Let me just see where we're at here as far as seasons go. Because then I'll know right away. Okay, it came out in 2013. 2013, okay. Okay, I might have started watching it in 2014, but it came out in 2013. There's 6 seasons? No, there's not 6 seasons. Oh, okay, there's not that many seasons. There's only 4 seasons. Since 2013, there's only 4 seasons. But 2020, just May 31st, 2020 was the last time we saw something. That's what it shows right here. Okay. And I'm just going to see if I saw any of these latest episodes. No, you know what? I think I might have missed a couple of them, but I did see a few of them. Wow. Okay. So yeah, Rick and Morty. Well, what better show to watch on a Thursday night, right? Am I right, Morty? Am I right, Morty? Should we just hang out and drink and and smoke some of this intergalactic crystal? I'm down. Let's just hang out, guys. Listen, it's Thursday night. We're heading into Friday, into Saturday, Sunday. The good old usual time to watch some cartoons, right? But Thursday night's a special night. Thursday night's the night that sets the tone for the weekend. And we've done a few other Thursday night specials. Listen, it's 1:47 in the morning right now on Friday morning, so we're in the good luck territory as far as I'm concerned. We're just going to hang out and watch some Rick and Morty. Season 2, Episode 5, Get Schwifty. You guys know what happens in this episode. I'm sure you guys know what happens if you've watched Rick and Morty, if you love the show. If you haven't watched Rick and Morty, definitely worth the watch. If you like cartoons, if you don't like animation, I still recommend watching it. It's sort of like a little mini comic book strip. Funny. Nickelodeon. It feels like it's got Nickelodeon to some of it. But it feels like it dips. What's the way to put it? It feels like it's a cartoon that's aware of itself. And Rick and Morty takes all cartoons and then becomes this. And just the way they hop between dimensions and the way they look at reality and space and time and the way you can do this with a cartoon. Just, it'll definitely be up there. And the fact that there's only 4 seasons, maybe in that retrospect, makes it more valuable. There's not a lot of it, so you get more value. But let me just say this on a controversial note. Season 1 and 2 are my favorite seasons. Hands down. See, the start of season 3, okay. Started getting there, but then they started changing Jerry. I think they started having more of a drama with the family, with Jerry and all that. I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of, I don't know. But there were some episodes like where Jerry's inside that kangaroo thing where he's hanging on the bottom and he's got the nutsack banging him in the head. That's probably the best part I've ever seen for Jerry. Jerry's amazing. Let's just put it that way. Who's your favorite character out of the whole Rick and Morty crew? That guy's pretty funny. The principal, right? That's the principal. Look at the pastor up top. Hilarious. But just okay. My favorite character has to be Rick Sanchez for sure. Everybody wants to be Rick. Everybody. I want to be Rick. I want to go to travel interstellar space, whatever. Come back, have all the knowledge, and just laugh about it. You know what? I'm pretty sure there's probably somebody out there that looks like him, but he's definitely not wearing a lab coat. Why would he wear a lab coat? Oh boy, guys, it's unreal. This show just brings back so many memories. So, like I was saying, season 1, season 2, best seasons in my opinion, and I got the Monopoly game for it, and I just played it the other day. Me and the wife, we played it, and I gotta say, it brought back some memories. The spots on the map on the playing board. You can get, for 2 seasons, the fact that you can fill up a whole playing board of 2 seasons worth is incredible. Morty's room and Rick's office are definitely there, but obviously with the last 2 seasons, with 2 more seasons after that, you can add way more to the board. So I'm wondering if they're going to make a second edition or final definitive. I think they're going to wait. If not, they probably won't. Just look at South Park. When South Park came out for Monopoly, I wonder how much money they spent to get it on there, to get it into GameStop and EB Games and Toys R Us and all those places to sell it. When I saw it, I had to get it. I knew it was going to be a limited edition. I knew it was going to be tough to get later on. Just like South Park, I wish I could get South Park. It's about what, $700, $800? I could be wrong, maybe like $300 if you can get like a used one, a really bad beat up one. At the end of the day, I'd love to have one and just play. Monopoly is one of those games where if you can have different versions of it, like Nightmare Before Christmas, Zelda, the Nintendo one. I think there's a Nintendo one, or there might be an N64 one. I'm not sure. Either way, just the amount of Monopoly games that are out there, it's pretty much like everyone's going to play it at some point. So if you go over to somebody's house and they have Monopoly, you're gonna know how to play because you would have played some version at some point. Just thinking back, I went to my cousin's house and he had He had the Transformers, the original Transformers, the cartoon from 1980s, 1984 is it? The TV show on a Monopoly board with the money and everything. It was probably one of the best matches I ever had. It was me, my wife, my aunt, and my cousin were playing Monopoly for the afternoon. Transformers leading the way. Right? Am I saying that it doesn't get any better on a Saturday afternoon? Imagine you just woke up, watched some Rick and Morty. Really cool show. They should make more. I think they should do a little bit more with the show. Not just stop, because they do a lot of play on social pop media and all that culture stuff. I'm just thinking, keep going deep with the simulation jokes and the universe, and keep busting, because those first 2 seasons alone opened up a lot of minds and thinking and artists and drawing, including myself. When I try to doodle or just draw, Rick and Morty has influenced me a fucking ton. But I gotta say, I started drawing this one character, Mr. Stick, and this was before Rick and Morty, and then I started changing the way he looked because of Mr. Poopy Pants, I think it was. Just these characters are amazing. Genius. The detail, the amount of detail, the attention to detail, that's the thing. It takes a lot of time because there is a lot of detail in these shows, which is something I don't mind. Like if they were drawn by hand, the good old-fashioned way, I think it could still be effective, but there's something about doing it in CG that you can get away with a lot more. Obviously, Ice-T. Remember this episode with Ice-T? Ah, you remember that? Who remembers that series on TV? Ice-T had a rapping series where he would go to the school. I think it was one school was it's like a private school, a very prestigious private school, and there was all the kids, kind of like School of Rock, but with Ice-T. And he would teach them how to rap. He'd bring them into the ghetto, into the Bronx, and into Brooklyn, all these places, into the rapping clubs, and have them, spill their lyrics, their rhymes, with the clubs. It was good TV. I'm not gonna lie, I love Ice-T. It was great TV. Ice-T, in my opinion, I wish, like, since then, I haven't heard much. Like, I mean, I might have seen him here and then, but it's just nice to see him in Rick and Morty and the fact that they pay respect like this. I'm sure Ice-T was all for this. This is awesome. Now, this episode, for me today, has gotten old. I've seen it a lot. I've probably watched it about a good 10 times. Listen, when this show came out, the first season, second season, I watched it on loop. Because there wasn't much. Imagine, you get an episode, you wait about a month or 2 months, and then you get a second one, and then you wait a little longer, and then it takes a while before you get a bunch more. So you're watching the old ones over and over and over. So season 1 and season 2 are embedded, so they don't feel fresh. Even today, they don't feel as fresh as they used to. But it just felt right. Because, look, on a Thursday night, just played Monopoly, the Rick and Morty Monopoly a few days ago. I want to make a video on the Rick and Morty Monopoly board game. There's a few other games out there that are worth getting. Oh, the Dragon Ball Z Monopoly game. That's a getter. That's definitely... If you had to get... Listen, your top 5 Monopoly games, what are they? I'm thinking... Look at those goth... Look at the goth and the thief. What's that? Movie talker. Always cultish, these people. These people are unreal. Wow. Okay. But anyways, my top 5 Monopoly games. I gotta go. Number 1. Okay, well, let's go Rick and Morty. Let's exclude Rick and Morty because we already talked about it. That's a given, right? We're gonna go get Rick and Morty. But I would have to say this. Okay, Nightmare Before Christmas. I like that one. I'll go the... If it does exist, I don't know, but I'm gonna think about the other one. A Rush Hour one. How big can you make it, right? With I think you could do it. Because you could do Rush Hour 1 and 2 and 3 into a board game. I'm sure they could. I would go with the Nintendo one. Probably if they had 2 or 3 to pick from, I'd go with the one that has the N64, GameCube, and NES, SNES, and all those ones. Or if you had the whole thing and it was just well done, I'd take it as well. So that's 2. I would take as well a Nickelodeon one with all the Nickelodeon shows. I would take a YTV one with all the YTV bumpers and characters. And, so I want to see Snit in there. I want to see PJ Phil. I want to see all the old school guys like Sugar and Carlos. Maybe even a Saturday morning board game one where they've got, Fox Kids, Fox Box, 4Kids TV, Vortex, you name it. ABC, one Saturday morning. All the TV shows all in one together, or however they want to do it. And I think it would be pretty fun at the same time if they came out with a custom Monopoly where you can just put whatever you want, your favorites. It's your personal custom Monopoly. Like if say you wanted to have Boardwalk just be your favorite, I don't know, Beyblade, whatever you want, Beyblade, Rick and Morty, that spot becomes that. And then the next spot, you just design it yourself. Obviously, you can do it yourself. Obviously. Just print it out, put it on your board. But I'm just saying, wouldn't it be cool if Monopoly gave you the option on their website to make the characters, to make the little molds, design them. You can upload pictures, nice high qualities. You can design it, or you would design it, upload the pictures, make the board. They give you the imprint, and you pay a little bit more, obviously, to get it custom made. And just make, the more you make, say you make 100 of them, you pay maybe like half of what you would make. You pay for one, and they encourage you to, and then you sell them. And I would say you would probably sell them for like $100, $200 with the custom pieces. But I mean, this thing would be so detailed, unreal, right? Let me know what you guys would put on there. I'm really excited. This is pretty good idea. He's doing a good job with the voice. He's doing a pretty good job with the voice. And Rick burps a lot more. Season 1, Season 2, doesn't Rick burp a lot more? He's burping. He's acting a lot more drunk. And I think they tried to bring him back for a few episodes, maybe I was going to say Letter, because Letter I just showed up. But no, later in like Season 4 or something, he's burping a little more. I don't remember. He became iced eye. Just eye. Now, I remember after Rick and Morty came out, all these little cartoons that came out afterwards trying to become quirky and funny. Like, I'm thinking of Adventure Time. Adventure Time is one of those shows that I have a lot of respect for. All the work they've done on it, all the attention to detail, the amount of, I just have, I always have qualms with something. But that show, I just feel, is a little bit too formulaic, if you will. I know they come back and it's supposed to be like a cartoon and whatnot, but it just feels a bit like a video game and an adventure. And the fact that it's really, really long, I think there's a lot of episodes, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong with Finn. But they go everywhere. And I tried watching it. And when I was watching it, after a while, I started feeling like the show brought me in like this trance, and I was locked in. And I wasn't enjoying myself anymore. I was like, I need to watch something else. It's too, I don't know what the word is. You know when you watch a show and you watch too much of the same art style, after a while, I'm not saying the first time you watch it, you go through it, but there was so many episodes that after a while I was like, wow, did I just watch 4 seasons of Adventure Time? I was like, I got to watch something else, and then I never went back. But I have so much respect for the show and all the fans and all that stuff. It's a great show. Same with Rick and Morty. We're enjoying ourselves Thursday night. Look at Rick in the picture frame. Why does Birdman have the portal gun? That's the best item as far as I'm concerned in a cartoon. Like, if you had to pick an item from any cartoon, I mean, Lord of the Rings, you'd pick the ring. Star Wars, you'd probably pick the Force or lightsaber, any item. I mean, item, right? It'd be a lightsaber. Or an X-Wing, TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter! Or, I would take the portal gun. Oh, thank you, master. Oh, I would take the portal gun for sure. And zap and zoom myself all the way back. And get a lottery ticket or bet on a sports team. And then come back. Very good choice, master. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, very good. Look at these look at that fucking cult. Oh, man, this is the best. That's exactly what you would expect. These are the Randy Marshes of the show. No, Jerry is Randy Marsh. But Jerry is a part of Randy Marsh. Jerry's a part of everybody. Every character, as far as I'm concerned, when you watch cartoons, there's such exaggerated characters and forms and personalities of real people that everybody has a little bit of quirkiness to it. Like, you can relate to, I've been Randy some days. I've been Cartman some days. I've been Stan. I've been Jerry some days, unfortunately. I've been Rick Sanchez, hopefully. I've been Rick Sanchez, hopefully, and maybe I've been Rick Sanchez. I wish. But, I mean, everybody's had those moments, right? So when you watch the cartoons and it's exaggerated, you laugh at it, you laugh at yourself. You laugh at friends that have been that way, too, as well. And then you look back and you go, okay, I can see a few Cartmans. I remember working with a guy that was exactly like Cartman. When I say exactly like Cartman, Eric Cartman from South Park, he was huge. He would laugh like him, and he was a fucking dick, like a real asshole to work with. And I don't think his name was Eric, but we used to call him Eric. Show me what you got. Classic line. If you had to sum up this show in a few words, that's definitely one of them. Show me what you got. Now, the video game, I know there's a VR game for this show. It came out for the PS3, maybe the Xbox One. Was there VR for the Xbox One? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but PS3 definitely had VR. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing the Rick and Morty game. Never heard much about it. Never cared much to look into it. At the end of the day, I wasn't going to do the VR thing. I just, it's a lot of money to invest. And there was so few games at the time. Like Rick and Morty was one of them. But I was like, am I going to spend $500 just to play Rick and Morty? However, I did spend $300 to play GTA. When GTA 5 came out, GTA 5, the one in San Andreas there. Anyways, when I played that game, I got the PS4 and I wanted that game so bad. I got it, I played it, beat it, I played it over and over and over. I remember just sitting down Saturday afternoon thinking to myself, okay, I'm going out for a stroll in Liberty City, whatever it's called, Los Santos. It's called Los Santos, right? Going out in for a stroll in Los Santos, thinking to myself, okay, what am I going to do today? I remember just going for a drive, going to pick up some weapons, going to do a few missions. Then just thinking, okay, I'm going to go in the mountains, go for a hike, and go get myself a little beer in the fridge, bring it back, sit down and have a little sip, drive around some more, take a motorcycle, crash it, grab a hooker, drop her off the helicopter, have a sip, come back, watch some Rick and Morty, have a sip. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this song right now. Look at his dance. Oh, man. Look at her face. Look at the lady's face when she cut the balloon. Priceless. Just priceless. One of those faces. I love how the guitar's not being used right now. It's just on the stand. Those are the best looking speakers. That's the airport. That's Area 51. That's Hangar 21. What is it called? Hangar 18? That's the hangar in Area 51, Nevada, Arizona out there. Where those giant speakers and aliens are underground in the base. With all those anti-aircraft flying vehicles. Can't wait. Can't wait to get one. But anyways, you know that's happening out there. See the military's out there. They're poking fun at it. But you know it's true. You know they're out there. You know they're hanging out. They're just chiseling. That's exactly what would happen. They would just wipe his memory. Thank you for saving our planet. Wipe his memory. And but you know Rick Sanchez would never let it happen. He'd be like, listen, we're out of here. Thank you, but I have my own plan. I'm out of here. Best weapon ever. It's going to do way more. Watch. No, watch. Oh, come on. I didn't remember that. I thought it was going to do something else. But wait, there's always something towards the end. So we're going to keep watching. That was the end of the episode. But remember, guys, towards the end of the episode, there's always something. Rick and Morty's always got something a little extra for you. Just a little extra to keep you going for the morning. All right. We might do another episode after this. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to get a little snack. It's 2 a.m. Friday morning, but it doesn't matter. We just got to keep ourselves paced until Saturday morning with that good bowl of cereal. Oh, here we go. There's all the other letters. Hydrogen F. There's Father Q. Trying to see in the background if there's anything. There's HIJ. There's AB. VT. I'm trying to see if they spelt anything or whatnot. Your exile answer. Yo, T's back. Yeah. No, something's going to happen. What? P. Yo, is that Meatwad? That sounded like Meatwad. Okay. Oh, man. Yo, that's the best character. Ice-T should be making a comic book. Should be making a cartoon. No, where's Meatwad? Okay, I'm going to go back for a sec. Hold on. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to go back for a sec. And I just wanted to see just the voice actor. Because Water T. Let's hear. I'm not sure. No, I didn't hear. I thought, no, it's definitely not. It's definitely not Meatwad. My mistake. I got excited there. You know what it is? The video players doesn't have very good speakers out the TV. So I got to upgrade a few little items here. But the main thing is my recording software for the commercials is very good. I got everything set up the way I wanted. I wanted to have it nice and clean and crisp and clear. And had that control. No one no fucking zits in there. But unfortunately, sometimes when you get the static, it's got the nostalgic look. I tried to get rid of as much of it as I could with the tracking. Sometimes I don't know what it is. I think it's the magnetics with the VHS. There's static or something. It goes through my recording box, my capture software box, and it causes maybe a little bit of a glitch or delay. So at times I have to stop the software halfway through and have to clip it, but I don't catch it every time. So when I record a 6-hour VHS or an 8-hour VHS, it's very difficult to just sit there and watch and see and make sure that it recorded everything. And even if it did record, I have to stop and hit record, go back, clip it, go back to rewind the VHS tape to where it was bad, play, record, and then go back, take everything into the editing software, clip it. It's like a 20 gigabyte file, eats up a lot of RAM and space and time. By the time I get it and process it, it's like an 8-hour video. I wanted to have it in a big sequence so that I can put it on a DVD, because these are all from my VHS. So I put it on my DVD, and then I put it all on the screen, and then whenever we hang out, play some pool, play some cards, play some board games. We got the old TV playing with the good old Saturday morning cartoons. That's what it's all about. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the show. We're gonna have another one very soon. I'm gonna upload some more episodes. The website is finally somewhat coming. You can go to the website, but there's not much going on. I put a few little things, just playing around with it. But I just wanted, because look, there was a sale for the domain and all that stuff, that good stuff. So I got a good deal, and I got everything I wanted to do with it, and I'm glad I did. Start the year fresh, 2021, January, we got the website. This Toon Along has started back in 2019 in October. Actually, I started the name and everything. I started back in August, September in 2019, but really I started the podcast in October, started the work and everything, and I just had so much to do. It's just a lot of work, but it's not going to just be about the podcast, and it's not going to just be about the videos. I'm hoping to do a whole series of things where I make some gaming, some reviews, some videos about all my toys and video games and board games and TV shows and movies and all that good stuff. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying. I'm hoping you guys are going to stick along and tune along, obviously. And the whole point is to just, recollect and keep our memories together. And hopefully you guys, if you guys have similar memories, go ahead and go to the website, go to the forum, go to the blog, chime in. Actually, you got to go to the forum. Go to the forum, leave me a post, question. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to be putting some pictures, some videos. You guys can do the same on the forum. Put your favorite cartoons. Let's put a favorite cartoon, a favorite TV show, top 10s and all that good stuff. And we're going to talk. Let's have a good conversation. Let me know what you guys think about the commercials. I want to do some live streaming as well. There's going to be a live stream. We're going to put some, some cartoons on, and we're going to watch them together live, and with commercials. So you guys can just watch the stream. I'm going to have the video up with no volume, just the show and myself with my voice. And I might just put the live stream camera on my TV, my good old fashioned tube TV, with a few little things going on, and we'll do a little run around and have a good time. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole plan. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for showing all that love, all that support. I see all the likes. I see all the comments. Everybody's enjoying themselves, and I hope everybody's having a good time. If you guys out there are feeling lonely, feeling sad, or feeling happy, feeling glad, then don't hesitate at all. Just stop by, watch a cartoon or two. I got tons out there. Gonna keep them coming. Subscribe, hit the like button. If once in a while, it doesn't always, you don't always have to chime in, but say it's snowing outside and you say, hey, you know what? I want a cartoon. I want somebody to hang out with. I want to watch a good old review. Or it's a summer day and you just went outside, took a shit behind the mall, like a good Samaritan, and go to the park and play in the swings and just hang out, go to the mall, hang out with your friends like the good old days. If you guys just want to remember those good old days of waking up, watching cartoons, it's summer holiday, it's winter break, and you're just at home and you're just bored and you got nothing to do. You lost your job, or you're at your job and you just want to hang out and you're bored at your job, or You just want to come and hang out for a good time and a good day, but don't get in trouble at your job, obviously. You want to make sure you keep your job. For all you good, hard-working people out there, thank you for stopping by, and let's keep the rhythm going. Let's have a good time. Get some cartoons, TVs, shows, and video games. We'll have a good one. Take care, everybody. Be safe. Cha-cha, ta-ta. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening. You can find the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all your favorite platforms. Check out YouTube for retro content. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and visit toonalong.com for more info. Support us on Patreon, and we'll catch you next time.
Toon Along, yeah, you know the name. Big ideas, fun and games. So hit that play, don't miss a beat. This is the podcast.